Paradise. Hi! Welcome back to another Electro Swing review. It's been a little while since I've given you an update on what's going on over here, so I'll just do that really quick before we get into the song. Since the last time we talked, I had a birthday, and it was great. It lasted for a week. I had a lot of really kind and thoughtful gifts from my friends and family. My kids actually pulled their money together and bought me this cookbook. As a lot of you guys surmised from the last video, yeah, I'm a really big Fallout fan, so I thought this was very nice of them. My husband took me out to go see Scott Bradley's Postmodern Jukebox at the Mirage, and I got to meet Scott himself. He signed my vinyl, and he wished me happy birthday. It was a really great experience. Let me see what else. We had friends come and stay with us from Minnesota. We had Vortek and his manager come and stay with us from Chicago. He had a gig in Las Vegas and asked if he could crash, and I said, sure, why not? So, I mean, that was fun. Let me see. What else? Ooh, Chronologic came out. My pre-order, for whatever reason, got canceled, so I had to reorder my vinyl, and now that's kind of behind. I thought maybe there was some chance I can get it early, but it looks like it's not coming until later this week. I've listened to the tracks, and I feel like it's kind of a mixed bag, but you know what? That's a talk for a completely different video. I will talk to you about Chronologic when I get my vinyl, but for now, I want to talk to you about a track. Really an artist that is very near and dear to my heart. The song we're going to be listening to today is Paradiso by OB3one, and let me tell you about OB3one. I first met OB3one in the comment section of my Caravan Palace review. He was my first request, really. He messaged me and said, hey, do you want to listen to my song and do a review? And I said yes, and I loved it, and he liked my review. And since then, I got to know him a little bit, and he is just the most charming guy. He is the only one so far to actually call me up afterwards and thank me personally. I don't expect thanks from any of the producers that I work with. Like, I don't expect them to give me anything or call me to say thank you, but OB3one did, and I thought it was really nice, you know? In a way, we kind of started off on this electro swing journey together. My first review was his first electro swing single release, and now I feel like I have a brother in Copenhagen. Anyway, okay, today the track we're going to listen to is called Paradiso. I predict that it's going to feature his amazing keyboard skills. At least it better, because I mean, that's what I listen to OB3one tracks for, is just hearing that man tear up the keys. Alright, without any further ado, let's give this track a listen. Wait. Okay, if it wasn't for the giant sign that said OB3one, I would have thought that this was Judabug. Okay, I'm gonna be honest. There's a tension in that horns. It's a little too intense, or at least it was more intense than what I was expecting. I was hoping for something kind of reminiscent of a tropical breeze, and this kind of feels like what I'd listen to if I want to, I don't know, work out. It's not relaxing electro swing. Oh wait. Ah, yeah, okay, see, this is what I'm talking about. This is what I wanted. I love that guitar. Okay, I really like the vocal samples too. Wow, okay. The vocal samples are fantastic. Like, it kind of reminds me of old school Perf Stellar. Okay. Loving the vocal samples. Not so much the brass. Give me the guitars. Give me those vocal samples. Give me your keyboard. Okay, it's dancey. Even with that tension, still quite dancey.
The way to maximize freedom is to maximize choice. The more choice people have, the more freedom they have, and the more freedom they have, the more welfare they have.
I agree. Give me lots of choices. Keyboard, keyboard, please. Yes, yes. Mm-hmm.
Decide what kind of person you want to be.
What kind of person do you want to be? I think I'm becoming the person I want to be. Okay. Yes. Good. Yes. Okay. I definitely have some thoughts about that one, but that was good. Yes. Okay. This was a fantastic track. I definitely had my criticisms, but you know what? Now that I think about it, it probably has a lot more to do with personal preference. But let's break that down. Let's just get those cons out of the way. I sort of stumbled into this song because I was caught off guard by the intensity, and that's probably my fault. You know, as I prep to do these videos, I look at the album art, you know, I look at the song title, I try to pick an outfit that I think is gonna sort of go with the vibe that we're looking for. And I guess I had sort of painted this picture in my mind that it was gonna be kind of chill, you know, the sort of thing you'd listen to while sitting by the side of the pool. Anyway, this brass just came in and just assaulted my ears with this intensity that I wasn't ready for. But that's probably not a con. I'm sure that plenty of other people like it, and that's just me and my personal preference. Anyway, that aside, let's get into everything I loved about this track. For starters, that nice, cool, chill guitar. That was what I wanted. That is what I got. 100% happy with that. The keyboard solo, loved it. I think it could have been longer, but I understand you can't have every track on the album just be keyboard, 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 and jazz flute. Again, I think that the keyboard really shines in OB3one tracks. And finally, the vocal samples. I didn't recognize the sample for starters. Also, he didn't just take one little piece and then like loop it. It went up, it went down. It was very creative. It really enhanced the song and the melody, I think. Like I said while I was watching it, it reminded me a lot of Paradiso and a lot of his earlier electro swing tracks. Booty Swing comes to mind immediately. And maybe La Bella Swing? No. Clap Your Hands? I can't think of it right now because I'm kind of wound up. But yeah, the vocal samples were like their own musical instrument that added to the melody and not just something that contributed to the rhythm. In conclusion, I give Paradiso by OB3one one delightfully refreshing gin Ricky. So drink of choice of F. Scott Fitzgerald and Jay Gadsby. It's what I'd be drinking if I was in paradise. I am just so pleased and so proud and so happy for my friend that you're going to be able to listen to this track and many others on his new album called Masquerade, which is coming out September 20th. I've marked my calendars. I highly recommend that you guys do too, because not only is OB3one a fantastic, brand new electro swing producer, he's also a really nice guy. I will be sure to link absolutely everything that is OB3one in the comments down below. So what did you guys think of this track? How did you feel about those vocal samples? I mean, honestly, they just blew me out of the water. Did you totally with my opinion on the horns? Are you sitting over there right now thinking, oh, I don't know what you're talking about, Alex. I thought those horns were fantastic. It is the keyboard that was the weakest part of this track. Whatever your thoughts are, let me know what they are in the comments down below. If you want to keep swinging with me, subscribe to my channel, or check out my novel, the world's first and only electro swing adventure story called Threadbare the Traveling Show. Thank you guys so much for watching, but it's time for me to take it on the heel and toe. I'll see you in the next video. So long! And I forgot to tell you the wildest thing that happened. My #1 fan got a tattoo. Of me. Yeah, it's definitely me.